Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the 14th episode of the World History and Geography GCast as presented by Gibsonian Institute. It's been a while since we've been doing this. We're coming back now from spring break. We're wrapping up with this research paper. So just real quick, before I get into that research paper stuff, a quick update about how my spring break was. You'll look over my shoulder and you'll see that there's a lovely unicorn. My daughter just celebrated her 5th birthday. We had a fantastic party that involved us, and that's it, because we're following social distancing. But much to her dismay, it's not cool for a 5-year-old to have no one at her party, so we'll have to figure that out once we're able to have a bigger party. But nevertheless, we digress. Let's get started with, let's go to, since it's Monday, New York Times Country of the Week, inspired by my current book that I'm reading. You might have seen it in the 8th grade video. It is Adrian Goldsworthy, The Fall of Carthage. Carthage is in modern-day Tunisia, so we're looking at how much do you know about Tunisia. I get 4 out of 5. Unfortunately, I've yet to go 5 for 5 on the last couple ones, ever since e-learning started. The first one. Belize, can't forget that one. However, you know the rules. 5 for 5, take a screenshot, send it to me. We'll figure out a way to reward you for that geographical excellence. All right. Now, getting back to the research paper, we are wrapping that up this week. So today we're going to be looking at the body paragraphs and revising them. And then we are going to get started with the conclusion. I want to make sure that we've got good conclusions. Try to stay away from things like, as you can see, an in conclusion. So we're going to see if we can break that very difficult habit. But then in our next edition, we will be looking at just a peer review of all the work of all the writing that has been done so far, and then we will get started on the presentation portion of this, and I'll give you more about that. So we're going to wrap up the project writing this week, and then there's going to be a video portion next week, and then we're done. Moving on to our next topic, which will be, we'll see. So for the body paragraph revision, you're of course going to need to go to Google Classroom over here. And on there, similar to what you saw with the introduction revision, you're going to see a Google form for the body paragraph revision, and that's going to guide your revisions as you're going through what you wrote already. All right, so there should be revisions happening. If you wrote it perfectly the first time around, let me look at it. I'm not doubting you, but I'm skeptical. All right, we can always strive for better. So keep that in mind when looking at it. You should be looking at how can I make this better. That should be your mindset. Not did I do this perfect. It should be what can I do to make it better. All right, always looking to get better. So we're going to be looking at the revisions, and you'll find that on Google Classroom. Make sure that you're completing that, and that way we're able to move forward. And then what you'll also see in that Google Classroom post is the guidelines for writing a conclusion for this research paper. All right, and you'll see the standpoint that this document shows is basically introduction. In the introduction, you were telling us this is what I'm going to say. In the body paragraphs, I'm telling you, all right. And then in the conclusion, this is what I told you. All right, you'll see that that it's the idea of a homily or the priest's maxim is this: I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it, and then this is what I said. So we're at the this is what I said. So this isn't, of course, reiterating every single thing in copy and pasting your introduction into the conclusion. What you're doing now is you're referring back to. So as I spoke about so-and-so's achievements and so-and-so's accomplishments, be it whether you're looking at Karl Marx or Desiderius Erasmus. All right, so there are guidelines posted in Google Classroom, so make sure you check that out. And we'll write that, and of course that will be reviewed by the peers. So this needs to be done by Wednesday morning. So essentially what you'll see on the post for Google Classroom would be 5 p.m. on Tuesday is what we're going to call it. All right, so we got today and tomorrow to work on this, plenty of time, and then we'll move on to our final portion of this written project. One other thing I want to say about Google Classroom here, if I can find it there it is. You'll notice at the top of the screen that there is a update that you can find where the Google Meet link is now at. Here, I'll show it to you right. So you'll see it here underneath the class code, the Meet link. There you go. You see the URL there. So the office hours will always still be 12:30 to 1 as normal. But now you'll notice that is the that's gonna be like the permanent link to go to. So it'll be always active, but I'm only gonna be there during the office hours, or unless you email me and say, hey, I need some help. Could you meet me on the class Meet? All right. So each class has its own individual one. So I'll have to make sure I've got that balanced. But that's where you'll find it. And once again, if you need anything, see me at the Google Meet, or you can always email me. All right. Other than that, I look forward to seeing you again soon, and have a good rest of your day.